Nice. All right, so here we are again, pretty much. So I know there are some people that are probably frustrated with what they saw in the first half, and I know there are some that are probably not. Oops, didn't meet that yet. So that being said, you know what? I'm happy about it. A win's a win. ESPN did a crappy job of putting the stats up for this game, so there are no stats that I can find unless they finally updated it. Nope, they did not. The money line was the line was FAMU by 30, and they only got 24. So I mean, either way, still not too upset about that. It is what it is. You won in the end, but it shouldn't have just been. It shouldn't have taken the second half to just finally flip the switch and stuff. I think before we go crazy, and say it's all Moose's fault, it's all Moose's fault. Calm down, calm down, because look, did he play like crap in the first half? He did, but he came back and played pretty damn well in the second half. TD pass to Kobe Gross off of a play action read. Nice, a beautiful deep ball to Marcus Riley, who I feel. Wait. You got your belt ready. I got mine for that first. Honestly, dude, I don't look. There's a lot of blame to go around. Like I said, there's people that want to blame Musa. That's fine. The quarterback touches the ball every play, so I get it. You want to blame him. Me personally, being a Bucks fan, until I see Musa throw 30 for 30, I am not mad at him. Unless you physically live through 30 for 30 with Jameis Winston, Musa is literally not that bad. I'm going to tell you that now. You are so fortunate to have him. We are so fortunate to have him. If you haven't said it, imagine having to ask someone to take the trash out 3 times. That's what this game felt like. Yeah, no, it did. It did. It took a while. Part of it, I feel, is this team is good enough to play in the second half. That's a good. Yeah, no, you want to have a good second half team. You want to have a good second half team. You just you hate that it has to wait. It takes so long. But honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Yeah, I didn't even play the intro, which honestly I don't even think it's warranted tonight. That's fine. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think part of Moose's struggles is, you see certain wide receivers not getting open. And honestly, I mean, maybe from my point of view, I'll probably rewatch it later, but it's like I see certain wide receivers not running their routes to the fullest. Or at least I saw that tonight. I could be wrong. But i.e., that's why I see that, why did Kareem Burke have to come in the second half and make an impact? Which honestly, that kid needs to play more. Leland Wohoit came in the second half, made an impact. Those two guys are hungry to play, and they should have been playing since down in Miami. Why did Marcus Riley have to come off the bench knowing he's nursing a hamstring injury and have to make an impact? Those are the guys that Musa trusts, and that gained Musa's trust tonight. Because, like I said, early on, I didn't see many guys getting open right away. Offense was just out of sync. Some bad drops by the wide receivers, and the route running. It did again. Yeah, no, definitely did. That's why I say. Oh wait, I see your second one. Facts. Yeah, no, it's true. It's like you see bad route running, because I saw an out route by David Manigo that was it was shitty. I'm just gonna call it that was shitty. And let's see. Wait, whoops. Damn, you better be lucky. Swag football is awful, because I don't think this team can beat NCCU. We still got a long way to go till that. Still got a long way to go. So I don't want to. I'm not going to say that game's not winnable if and when it happens. That's a good football team. This is still a growing football team. FAMU is not the polished product that I think it has the potential to still be come the end of November. That's the good news. The bad news is you shouldn't be starting out like this. It shouldn't take second half heroics to cover the spread, which you still didn't do tonight. Because, yeah, let's see who's 20. That's Leland Woolhoit. I think he's a Western Kentucky transfer. He should have played last year, but he was one of the ineligible players, or one of the guys that fell victim to that. So this year, he's finally able to play. And quite honestly, I felt like he should have been playing down in Miami. That's where I felt like he should have first been playing. He played in the West Florida game, and like spurts and stuff. Still, he should have been running with the starters, honestly. And I felt like he should have ran with the starters in the Alabama State game. And he finally got some play time tonight, and he made an impact. He made a very strong impact. When you saw Terrell Jennings, who was falling forward, I don't know why they went away from the run so soon, and Jaquez Yant not getting going, they threw Leland Woolhoit in there, and he created a spark. That kid needs to play more. I'm playing him next week. I'm involving him in this offense. Kareem Burke, who for some reason was not playing, whether it be he didn't know the playbook or something, I don't know. But he earned his keep tonight. He needs to play more. It's good to play depth players like this. Don't forget to like the stream. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Exactly, yeah, yeah. Where are my manners? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Definitely. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel and stuff. Give a comment, give us your thoughts and stuff as well. Share this and everything. We really appreciate it. Thank you. We appreciate that. But yeah, good call, man. Bingo. Facts. Free Woolhoit. And we need Nick Dixon to get there you go. There's another one. Yep. That's facts too. And we need Nick Dixon to get back healthy. We need him in Baton Rouge next week. Because I see why. I'm just going to leave it at that. I saw why tonight. So, a few notes that I took away from this, offensively in the first half, this team looked unprepared. Allen Smith scored off of a bad Valley snap. Questionable face mask call that you think back to it was actually like from Nick Dixon's always where he's supposed. Exactly. Hey, look, that's all you can ask for. You ask for reliable hands, good route running, and being where you're supposed to be. And he does all three. He makes plays when he needs to. And he's been dependable. And right now, I feel comfortable with him over David Manigo going into next week, going to Baton Rouge. Who, by the way, shout out Arkansas Pine Bluff tonight. So you needed to get your swagger back in the second half to kind of prepare yourself to go to Baton Rouge, because you have to go into a different time zone once again next week. But we have talent in coaching. We'll continue. Yeah, we will. It's just, I think the thing is just being flat for one half, and you don't know which half it's going to come in. Because Orange Blossom Classic, they were flat in the second half. West Florida, you were flat in the first half. And then, oh my goodness, Alabama State game, you were flat in the second half. Tonight, you were flat in the first half. So it's like this pendulum is swinging back and forth. USF, you just fought your ass off for 60 minutes. And that's what we need. That's what we need in a winning effort. Maybe they were overlooking Mississippi Valley for Southern. I don't know. We'll see them next Saturday. Could be, potentially, again, regardless of what the record is, Southern and FAMU is a rivalry and everything such as that. And regardless of whether Southern may still be in the SWAC West contention, I think it's like I said, I think it's going to come to the State Fair Classic tonight or not. That's going to be a physical game. It always is. It always has been. The one in 2019 was physical. The one in Baton Rouge in 2021 was physical. The one last year was physical, and I expect the one next Saturday to be physical. So it could have been. Who knows? Maybe Willie Simmons was trying to hide some things, such as that. I know he definitely didn't want to overexert Marcus Riley with that hamstring, but he had to kind of put the dagger in Mississippi Valley, which it shouldn't have come to that. But overall, geez, the game kind of changed when the turnover on downs at 6:18 in the third quarter, and then after that, that's when you saw Leland Wilhoit get going. And then again, too, they went for it on 4th and 8, critical 4th and 8 right there, questionable. I know, and here is what would have happened if they don't get that. Half of Twitter is in an uproar saying, "Why would you do that? Just kick the field goal." But they got it, so everybody, relax. Keep your fingers to yourself. Don't send those tweets yet. I get it. And then also too, there was a targeting call on Valley on that play, so it still worked out in your favor. The conversion by Kareem Burkton III, which was another beautiful deep bomb. So I think realistically, you need to put to bed the whole criticism that Musa can't throw the deep ball. I think that's what needs to go to bed. Because look, one game, Orange Blossom Classic where he wasn't converting his deep balls. It's fine. Week 1 at this point, basically week 1 was a month ago. Moving forward, you see the progression. Again, you don't want to see 2 turnovers, but again, like I said, me personally, unless you've lived through and saw 30 for 30 from Jameis Winston, this is not that bad. You're winning games. He does. And I think, the more he does it, the more he'll get comfortable with it and everything. And I'm very, very confident that, his ability to pass will get better as the season progresses. I think, again, calm down. The slow starts and the inconsistent plays killing us. Do we need to kick in our pants to play a full game? This is just who we are. Look, because what? You're 4-1 right now. Is it 4-1? Let me double check. Let me just be sure. Yeah, you're 4-1 right now. Coming into October, I hope this isn't, but usually 9 times out of 10, this is usually who you are. Now, I'm gonna say, you say that, I say this. You go into Southern next week, it's gonna be a dogfight. You should probably win that game by maybe 2 touchdowns, 14 or 17 points. I'm feeling right now, because it is a rivalry, I'm feeling a 10-point victory at the most. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping that, and I'm hoping, like Ashton said, they were just hiding things and looking ahead. But, who knows? Now, the beautiful thing, too, is you have a bye week before you go to Houston to go play Texas Southern and before homecoming. So, again, that's another chance to kind of, look yourself in the mirror, lick your wounds, get healthy, and, hit the grindstone for a week, work out kinks, throw out what is not working, put in and implement things that could work, and keep doing things that are working. For example, I expect a hard-fought 10, 14-point game. Yeah. No, I do too. I definitely do. I see it. Like I said, Southern's not going to lay down. The West may be slipping through their fingers right now, but they ain't going to lay down. You will play much better at Southern. Yeah, I hope so. You're gonna need to. You're gonna need to. I'm confident they will. Hey, just want to show. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. That's all love, man. Appreciate that. You know, this was. Oh, definitely. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Yeah, no, we appreciate that. And of course, we have Chad getting ready to drop his Power 5 and SWAC power rankings starting Monday. So definitely keep an eye out for that. So definitely, yeah, no, we appreciate that. But yeah, back to your point, Keith. Definitely, you're gonna have to play better at Southern. So it's gonna have to take well, the good news is regarding that, you started slow in the first half tonight. So the first half next week should be a better start. So you should come out and punch Southern in the mouth early on. Now, the thing is, with that, if we play good for a good first half, if we play a good first half, it's like, okay, praise team, do what you need to do. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we play a good second half next week. Because it's been up and down. Willie Simmons' teams usually get better. They do. They do. They do. They typically do. We've seen it ever since ever since he showed up in 2018, but 2018 I kind of give a pass to because that team, as far as like wins and losses goes, they kind of wore out and burnt out as the season went on in 2018. But 2019 and beyond, teams, they tend to get better. They've progressed, and I expect the same to happen here. So again, I think there were some wrinkles that will be added for Southern. I think there are more wrinkles to come once they get to the bye week and come out of the bye week, because you have a team in Texas Southern that you should not overlook. You have a team in Prairie View that you're probably going to see twice a year, depending on what's happening in that State Fair Classic right now. Because last I checked, it was 20-29, and Grambling had the lead. This game was just like that was. It was minus Moose's 2 interceptions, but I do think that much like the West Florida game, you saw hope, you saw signs of positivity, and that's what you asked for. Okay, so Prairie View still trails by 9. Grambling has the ball right now with 8:12 to go in the fourth. Okay, not bad. Interesting. But yeah, no, you're definitely right. Okay, these stats are not coming up. It's all good. It's all good. Stats aren't coming up. But yeah, so to reiterate my point, though, definitely want to see more of Leland Woolhoit. Definitely want to see more of Kareem Burke implemented in this offense. Definitely got to, get the hamstring back right from Marcus Riley. You notice we didn't see Jeremiah Pruitt tonight. Cardell Thomas, he went tonight despite the ankle injury. TJ Lee was out with that hand injury, so hence why you saw TJ Demis at center. So, again, good experience. It's good when you can rotate your centers in and out like that. It's good when you have a guy like Kobe Gross who you can swap right in for Jeremiah Pruitt who couldn't go and still get the same amount of production. That's always a huge added bonus, and it's a huge positive. It's a very positive thing. It speaks to the depth of this team. But again, like I said, Leland Woolhoit, you need to get that guy in the slot, get that guy lined up at running back. Play them both. Play them at both, and let him return kicks too. I'm also wondering what happened to Jamari Shareed tonight, because he disappeared at some point in this game. It was kind of weird. But I mean, hopefully he wasn't injured, but I don't know. But wait, did Grambling score again? Did they score again? Ooh. But yeah, with that, I guess, yeah. Jeez, yeah, I hit on all my points. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I left one on the table. The one thing I did notice tonight, when Musa did take a sack late in that game, before the final touchdown pass to Marcus Riley, when he went down, he still had the ball out in his hand. Like, he just had it hanging out. Like, please come take this football from me. The only thing I'll say is with that is when you get sacked, cover it up and just swallow it. Do you have the stats from the game? I wonder where Musa ended up. I suspect he was close to 300 yards passing. You know, I've checked ESPN. I was unable to find the stats. You know, maybe I'm able to find them. Let's see.
So what do you think?
Oh wow, that's funny. He went 0-5 in the picks. Let's see. Yeah, no, I can't find them because even on ESPN when I check them, I can't find them. But I do know for a fact Musa he was 2 for 2 as far as touchdowns and interceptions because he had 2 interceptions, the one in the triple coverage before the half, and then he had the one coming out of the half early in the third where he just tossed it up, and I'm just wondering why you lofted it up like that, and safety came down with it with ease. So those were the 2, and then of course the play action TD pass to Kobe Gross, the 1 TD pass, beautiful deep ball to Marcus Riley. I don't know how many yards, but I would definitely say it had to be close to 300, despite horrible route running in the first half by some, and of course poor reads and throwing into triple coverage. That's where our offense has to be more consistent. There may come a point in time where we find ourselves in a shootout. Yes, exactly. You never know. You may find yourself in a shootout next week. You just might. You know how it is going to Baton Rouge. Even though we joke on here and reiterate the fact that FAMU hasn't lost to Southern in Baton Rouge since the Clinton administration. There have been some shootouts when FAMU goes to Baton Rouge, so it's like you got to prepare for that. So this is why you can't have crappy route running. This is why you can't have throws into triple coverage. This is why you can't just loft up deep balls. This is why you can't take sacks and still have the ball hanging out for free, just saying, hey, please take this football from me. It's those little things like that that can get you beat in a shootout. And honestly, too, if the game behind me that came on before Alabama and Mississippi State, Ole Miss and LSU, you saw what can happen when things go bad and mental errors occur in shootouts. LSU got called for multiple false starts, driven out of field goal range, even though a field goal wouldn't have helped, but they created a longer field for themselves and they lost. So to Kylan's point, he's right. He could have ran for a first down on one of those INT. Yeah, no, he could have. I think the last one he could have ran for a first down. I don't know why, but it's weird for some reason. There's 2 things I've always noticed. Because I know when Willie Simmons first came to FAMU, Ryan Stanley was not running it as much. I also noticed too, Ryan Stanley never wore a QB wristband. But I've noticed that with Musa too. Musa will run it, but not like he could. But Musa also doesn't wear a QB wristband. So that's something I've noticed with Willie Simmons' offense is QBs don't wear QB wristbands. They don't run it as much. They can. They have the potential to if things really break down, but they don't. Just something interesting I've noticed. This is something I've noticed since 2018. It catches my interest. It's just one of those little things you pay attention to. But yeah. So definitely right. Yeah, honestly though, hopefully ESPN will post the stats of some sort. Usually it's like when I go back to check them maybe the next day or in a couple hours by maybe midnight, you'll see them and stuff. But right now it's like I can't get it. I don't know if it's because of the fact that they played at Valley and Valley didn't have an ESPN type broadcast setup to kind of record the stats and stuff. Like how if this game had been played at Bragg, I don't know. But hopefully they come in a couple hours. because I definitely do think that he probably was north of 200. He was definitely north of 200. Could have been 300. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, folks, that's gonna do it for me. Because we have nothing else to talk about. Because I wish, like I said, if we had stats, we would definitely be talking about them and breaking them down. I feel like the running game had to have been north of 70 tonight. It had to have been, just from a guesstimate. It had to have been, based on consistently falling forward and Leland Woolhoit's running of the ball, and then also to the reverse to Kareem Burke and everything like that. Like, it had to have been. Plus, also too, at the end, you had Kelvin Dean, who was running wild, and if they'd have probably utilized their timeouts and actually wanted to go at the end zone, they probably would have scored and got it and covered the line. But again, as I digress. All right, folks. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. I hope y'all have enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. We appreciate your views. Appreciate all 10 of y'all and others that are watching on Twitter. Those of you that are possibly watching on Facebook. So Wednesday night, Ace will be back. He, Mr. Sasser, and possibly Chad will be back. They'll be talking about something. What? I don't know. But for sure, I'll be back on Saturday. We'll be talking about FAMU and Southern, and we'll get this thing going. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a ton. So yeah, definitely, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel and everything such as that. Y'all are what makes it go. Y'all are definitely what makes it go. Be on the lookout Monday for Chad's Power 5. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. Much love, man. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, definitely be on the lookout for Chad's Power 5 and Swag Power rankings on Monday. I know he's really excited to start doing that and everything, because he came to me with the idea. So definitely keep an eye out for it and stuff. We'll be posting it on YouTube, because you can now make posts on YouTube. We'll be posting it on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter. So everywhere that we are, you will be able to find it. And also for Power 5 too. So yeah. So thank you so much. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed. If you're traveling back through Itabena, definitely be safe. Because looking at that on Google Earth, that's And also too, if you're making the trip to Baton Rouge next week, be safe, but wherever you are, stay safe, stay blessed. We'll see you next week.